That's bright. Oh my goodness. Hi. So, welcome to my channel. My name is Alexia, if you didn't know that. And yeah, hi. You should like subscribe or whatever. Like, that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna get right into it. So basically, we're gonna talk about how my best friend of like 5 years just like fucked me over, I guess. I guess I'll give like a little bit of background. So I don't know, let's give her a name. We'll call her what's like a name that like nobody has? Beet. We'll call her Beet, like the vegetable beet. We'll call her Beet. Okay, so me and Beet, we met in 6th grade. And like we were only friends in like 6th grade, like kind of, but like not really. We kind of became friends like after, like the summer after 6th grade, I think it was. And that was when she also like moved to a different town. And like we kept in touch. And then basically like she made friends at her new school. And then like I became friends with those people. And then like that basically became like my main friend group, even though we weren't even like in the same town. Like it was like at least a half-hour drive to get to her. So basically like this group of people, I don't know how many, like they were my main friend group, and this girl Beat was my best friend. Like I don't think we ever had like a fight or anything. Like if we did, like it must have been small because I don't remember it. So that was just kind of like where we were at. And so like I don't know, let's just get right into like where the conflict started. Basically like when it started was when like I started making changes in my lifestyle. So like, you know, I've always been like the chubby kid or whatever, and she was kind of in that same area, you know, like we were both kind of like on the heavier side. And I was that way since I was like little, and I always hated it, and like I always wanted to lose weight and I could never do it. And then the summer before junior year, or just like it was like right at the beginning of junior year, I like, you know, I made another attempt to try to like start like, you know, to like lose weight. And this time like I actually stuck with it for the first time ever, and I actually made some progress. So I was so like happy and like proud of myself, and it was really great.
So basically, like, I changed, like, my whole lifestyle. Like, I started eating healthy, like, when I used to eat, like, shit before. And I would exercise regularly, like, 5 days a week.
And, you know, I started seeing a lot of changes. My, like, clothing sizes went down, like, a lot. Like, I went from a size 10 in jeans to a 0. So, like, you know, obviously this was something, like, I'd always wanted. So, clearly I was, like, proud of myself. So, you know, I feel like when, like, you're doing something that's, like, significant or, like, you're really proud of yourself for, you would probably, like, you know, tend to, like, talk about it every so often. You know, I feel like that's just something that anyone would do. So I would do that. And Beat did not like it. Beat did not like it at all. Sometimes she would say, like,
Oh, can you not talk about that?
and I would always be like, yeah, of course, sure, like, I don't want to make you uncomfortable. But, like, sometimes I would just, like, you know, do it, like, I would just be, like, unconsciously just, like, mention it or something, like, I was never, like, intentionally, like, trying to make her uncomfortable, like, I wouldn't do that, I'm not like that. Well, if I didn't like her, I would maybe do that, but no, we were, like, best friends, like, I wouldn't be that way. So that was like part 1 of the conflict. And so the next thing is, so obviously when I was like losing weight, I just felt a lot more confident in myself and like in how I looked. Like I just finally felt like, wow, I feel like I look good, and I never really felt like that before. And so I started to like post a little bit more like on social media, like on like Instagram or like Snapchat or whatever. And I feel like that's just like an innocent thing, you know, like, but she didn't see it that way. No. Somehow, like, me posting a mirror selfie on Snapchat became me, like, intentionally trying to bring others down. And I remember when she said this to me, and I was just like, said, no, that is what she said, that's what she saw. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm not trying to like bring other people down, and if I was, like, why would I like the okay, so I remember like she sent me like a massive text message with just like everything that she felt like I was doing wrong. I don't remember everything she said, but I remember like she said like,
you never shut up about how you're skinny now and you're doing it to make me feel bad.
And she said
I was constantly trying to belittle others online through my posts, and that I was super egotistical and thought I was better than everyone.
And she also said like,
you think I'm stupid because I go to continuation school.
And like none of these were true. It's just like might have to talk kind of quiet now. Where was I? So I feel like I already addressed like the first 2 points, like where she said like I never shut up about losing weight, or that I was like trying to like make others feel bad with my posts, and then that I thought I was better than everyone else. No, literally like yes, my self-esteem got better, but it's like it's still not like great. Like I don't think like, oh my god, like I'm so hot, like I've never been like that. I remember she didn't say this, but like one of our other friends from the group said this. They said like,
oh well, like one time you said like, oh I'm better than this person or whatever.
I remember the situation he was referencing, and like I was talking to this guy at the time, and the guy was just like being like a huge dick to me, and I was like, you know what, like I'm better than this, like I'm above this situation, like I don't need to deal with this. And that was like what he was taking it from, and like that is not the same thing as saying like I am like better than people. Like I was just saying like I don't need to deal with this crap, like. And then what was it that I thought she was stupid or whatever? It's like I never said that or anything. Like I didn't think she was an idiot or anything like that, which is what she was implying. Like one of my friends who she didn't like, so he would like call her dumb and stuff, and I was just like, well, you know, that's not very nice, but like I don't want to get in the middle of things, you know. I remember there was a conflict between the two, and I can't remember like exactly what the situation was. I remember like, what is it? She just did something stupid. I don't remember what it was. Or like said something really stupid. Like I can't remember what it was. And I said like, hey, like I think it was like kind of pretty irrational of you to say or do that. And she took that as like me taking like his side, and then assumed that I thought the same way he did, which was like not true. And I remember like at the end of her like long ass text message, she said like, talk to me when you've like changed or whatever. It's like something along that lines. And I just found that like really offensive, because she was just assuming that I would not be down to like talk things out or like work things out. And also on top of that, she was saying like, oh, it's been happening for months. So she had these problems for like months and didn't say anything. Like literally you could have solved like all of this with communication. Like obviously communication is key in like any relationship, and she wasn't doing that. Like you can literally tell me like, hey, when you do or say this, I feel like it comes off this way, and I will either like realize how it can come off that way and like not do it, or I will like explain like what I'm doing and how it actually, and like how I don't mean it in that way, and you know, we can come to an understanding. But she didn't do that. She just kept quiet about it, and honestly that was just like one red flag. Oh my god, it's almost 10. What the hell? So then like I attempted to like make points to like make her realize that she was inaccurate with her points. Like I basically explained everything I just said to you, and she just was not having any of it. And eventually I realized like there's no reasoning with her, like it's not gonna happen. So after that I went to the other people in the group to look for some like consolence or whatever, is that the word? I mean, kind of. And I did not find it. They all felt exactly the same way she did. They all were saying like,
you've changed and like not for the better, like you're a bad person now and you're toxic and blah 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 blah.
It's like, okay, so in other words, you all hate me now because I don't hate myself anymore. Because that was the only change, that I felt better about myself and that I had a higher self-esteem now. That was it. Like, and it was like, I'm not gonna apologize for that. Like, I'm not gonna apologize for like doing something for myself and actually feeling good about myself for once. Like, okay, so I totally forgot to mention this when I was filming, but I don't want to leave it out because I don't want to act like I was like totally perfect in the situation. So basically, like, while we were like having our little like text fight or like whatever, I went to Snapchat and I like totally like bitched on my story, and like obviously she found out and totally pissed her off. And I get it, like I understand why. Like I shouldn't have done that. I was like super like childish and immature. I think I was just like looking for sympathy. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Like, and honestly, like any friend that's not gonna be happy for you feeling good about yourself or like doing something for yourself that makes you feel good or confident, that's no real friend. So it was definitely for the best. To be honest, I do think that beat was jealous. I do. Because, well, I know she's made like attempts to like, you know, lose weight, but they never worked out. And I guess just when I tried it and it actually worked out, she was just like unhappy about that and it made her bitter. And it just came out in an ugly way. Do I resent her or the rest of the group for this? No. I will say they're not my favorite people, but I wouldn't say like, oh, they're awful people or they're all stupid or all that. Like, I wouldn't say that. I just feel like they had a lapse in judgment. And I feel like everyone has those moments and everybody makes mistakes. You know, everyone just has their moments, and I feel that this was theirs. And so, yeah, that is how my best friend kind of betrayed me, I guess, which is like what I think I'm gonna call this. Everybody that I have told this story to is just like,
there's no way they actually thought that. Like that's just ridiculous.
It's like, yeah, I know. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate that like so much. You should totally like subscribe or whatever, because like that'd be like super cute. And follow me, it'll all be in the description. And I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say. Bye.